We are live, Daily Dingers. It is Monday, June 27th. Almost over with the month of June. I got my boy Steve Armato, and we are bringing some energy on your Monday morning. What's up, Steve?
I'm chilling, man. It's a great day. I mean, it's not a good weather day, but it's Monday. The week's, starting off good. I'm feeling pretty confident today. How you doing? How was the weekend? Weekend was good?
Yeah, weekend was good. Was in New York for a little bit on Thursday for the draft. Did some cool Oops, sorry. Give me a second. What is going on? Killing me. Bro. I'm so sorry.
Don't be sorry. Sometimes technical difficulties happen.
My goodness. How do you turn? Why is this? I don't know why this is turned around. You know how to turn around a camera?
On what do you want?
On TikTok.
Should have something on the bottom right
Mirror
side.
video.
Yeah.
Oh, flip camera, sorry.
There you go.
Sorry, man.
You're good. See, everybody's getting the behind the scenes now as the crowd comes in here.
Right?
Solid stuff.
This is how the sausage is made, you know?
That's right. We're showing it.
This is how we make the donuts. Yeah, weekend was good. We snuck into the draft. Well, we had tickets, but we snuck into the green room. Saw a bunch of like ESPN analysts, players, people getting drafted. Stephen A. Smith. So that content should be coming out soon with Playmaker. It was it was just like a confidence thing. Just act super confident. And we had a guy that was with us that was 6'9". We're all in suits. And who's going to say anything? If I'm like, we need to get downstairs to the green room, no one's going to be like, wait, who are you? But it was funny because none of us had any press passes. And we were just, like, hey, we need to get downstairs. And they're like, yeah, we'll take you there. Okay.
Yeah, they don't ask questions. When you're with the guy who looks like he is about to be in the NBA, they don't ask questions.
Yeah.
So, also that's perfect that you look confident. You look confident. Just go in. Your shirt's perfect today. You're wearing the shoot your shot shirt. So like,
shoot your shot.
Just fantastic segue right there. Or is that even a seg? I don't even know if that's a segue.
Yeah,
I don't even know anymore.
From Playmaker, they sent me a bunch of cool shirts. But yeah, shoot your shot. You got to take your shot. One of the biggest disappointments this weekend, Steve, got to be losing Bryce Harper, getting hit in the hand from Blake Snell. That was a huge loss. I mean, it's just so shitty to see something like that happen to such an important player, to baseball, to the Phillies. Just rough. Anytime a player gets hurt like that and they go down. Well, not any player, but a very good player. You can argue he's probably been one of the best hitters over the last year and a half.
Yeah, and it sucks too because late June, the All-Star break's coming up. He's definitely going to miss the All-Star game. Like that's where you want the stars to come out. It sucks for the Phillies because the Phillies have been playing well. They're in the wild card hunt. Like they're right there now. Like I know they're like 9 or 10 out of the division, I think, but they're right in the wild card, especially with that extra team. He's their best hitter, let's be honest. So yeah, it sucks. And it sucks for baseball because now we get I tweeted this morning. We're like Stanley Cup's over, NBA Finals is over. The 4 major sports, there's only one that's going on for the next 2.5 months, and that's
only one guy in town.
That's it. There's one
game in town.
One game in town, and now one of the best players is missing from that game, especially with even if he did the home run derby, whatever, he's not doing that, but even just being in the game, being there, show it's. So it sucks.
Supposed to DH for the NL. Absolutely.
Yeah. So it's tough. And you gotta. I mean, there are obviously other stars, but missing him, he's a big star. That's it.
Yeah, and obviously the implications to his team. I mean, Phillies aren't going to do anything without his help, in my opinion. There's no way they get anything done without the help of Bryce Harper. They just have too many holes. They need that all-star player, that reigning MVP to kind of be in the lineup. You have to.
I feel like the only way that they can hold the fort. Now, I don't know how long he's out. I feel like the only way they could hold the fort is if Real Muto actually gets going. I feel like he's been a disappointment this year with the bat, especially. Sure. Like if he gets going, Schwarber has streaks where you could carry a team, but if you get Real Muto going and you get Castellanos going, they could weather the storm. But if Real Muto does not get going, they can't. They really just, it's a huge huge loss, especially with the bottom of that lineup, right? Like,
Well,
think about it, because their lineup, you put him in the middle of that lineup, now it lengthens. But now you take him
sure.
out, and the bottom of that lineup now is skeptical, iffy at best.
We have to think too. I mean, the guy played without a UCL, right? So it's obviously some kind of ligament in his arm. I'm not a doctor. I know a lot of you think I am. I'm not. But the dude played without a UCL. Pretty sure you probably need it. And he was able to hit and not play in the field. So who really knows if he can grit it out maybe, come September or something like that, where he's like, I can, tape up my thumb, or who knows? I don't know what the his timetable on that is, but I guess
it's gonna be tough. You can't. The thing is, you can't hit with the thumb. Like, you need your thumbs. You need. That's gonna be tough. It's like,
you know what else you need your thumbs for? For fighting.
Oh,
how about that Angels Mariners brawl?
Yeah. All right. So, all right. I got a couple takes on this Rangers Mariners brawl.
Yes.
My first take is that only about 4 or 5 guys wanted any of the noise,
the smoke, right?
The smoke. Only 4 or 5 guys wanted any of the smoke, right? Because the rest of them were just standing around. Like, there was a point, I think it was the second point of the fight, like when it started moving
round 2
back towards the field, like round 2, when it started moving back towards third base.
There's about 4 rounds that happen, right?
So round 2, and I hate to call this guy out because I'm sure he's a nice guy, but round 2 starts moving back towards third base, and like Kurt Suzuki, because you could see his back, you see his jersey and everything. He's like almost gets in, and then he like turns around and he like backs up, and he's like, I don't really want anything to do with this. This is weird. He's like, his face was like, I don't even know what we're fighting about.
Right.
And then that's my one take, is like only a couple guys wanted the smoke, and Raciel Iglesias is an absolute lunatic.
I mean, what are you doing, dude?
First he kicked the crap out of the water cooler.
Yeah.
And then he threw
uppercut it.
Good toss on the seeds. I mean, if I was on his team, I would have been pissed that he just tossed all those seeds.
What are we going to chew on now, dude?
Right. Like, also, but what was the backstory? I don't know the backstory. Do you know the backstory of why all that went down? Like, I just saw a 4-minute melee, I guess. I didn't really see. Well, do you know the backstory? Like, what went on?
So I guess they were showing stuff today. They threw up and in on Mike Trout a while ago. They went up and in on him, like at his head, and he was like, "Don't throw at my head, throw at my ribs, whatever." And then they threw up at Julio Rodriguez's head, missed, right? So they threw up and in on him. They missed the first one. So then Jesse Winker comes up, and they're like, "Oh, they're gonna fucking hit him." So he comes up, they hit him right in the hip, and then it was just kind of on from there. Like, Scott Service knew. He was like, we knew what was going to happen. We knew what was going on. So it was just kind of like a retaliation thing that they didn't. It's kind of been like waiting,
I mean, in the Angels' defense here, they hit Winker in the hip and throw his head.
Yeah.
But I mean, I guess I was thinking in my head, like, he's just yelling. Like, there was a point where he was just yelling. And I'm watching, and like me and my friends will text him back and forth, like, do you see this shit that's going on right now? And he's like, what do you think Winker was saying? Like, why would you throw at me? I can't hit anyway. Like, that's really what I feel like was going on there. Like, he was going berserk.
Yeah.
I don't know. I guess I'm not into throwing at guys' heads. Obviously.
No.
I'm into throwing at guys if you hit them. Like, I like the hip, thigh. Mm-hmm. It's pretty good. You should be able to hit a guy in that area. But I'm also a big believer in, you get one shot to hit a guy. If you miss, you don't go after another guy. You don't go after him again. You get one shot. If you miss, that's on you.
Right. I'm also a big fan too of implication, or you do throw at a guy and now he's charging at your mound, or coming at players. That's a part of it, because I don't want to get hit with a 95-mile-an-hour fastball anywhere. So if they came up and in at my head, they're hitting me, I'm going to fight you now to let you know you do it again and I'm fighting you. So if you want to fight, because that's what's going to happen.
We need like what they need? They need like I'm not condoning this, but it is good entertainment. When Jose Offerman charged the mound with the bat in the Independent League, the Long Island Ducks, like, I mean, you got to probably get to a high level there. But I mean, if a guy throws a 100-mile-an-hour fastball at my head, I feel like I should be able to bring the bat out.
Yeah.
It's a weapon for a weapon here.
Right. Yeah. Like, we're probably looking at assault charges after that.
Yeah. I mean, look, I don't condone it, but I understand it. That's all.
Right.
So
no, I get it.
Yeah. But yeah, I mean, I guess that was entertaining. That was probably the most entertaining thing that happened this weekend.
Yeah. And I said, unfortunately, it's great for baseball because now people are talking about it. And it's like, yeah, this is the only thing going on right now. They're like, hey, maybe people will watch this game.
Yeah, that's how I was feeling. I think we needed like someone off the top rope or something. Like Iglesias throwing the seeds wasn't really the icing on the cake we needed,
Right.
because that just kind of looked dumb. But we
We can
needed
work on
something.
it.
Yeah, we could work on this.
Figure it
Maybe.
out.
Yeah, I mean, we'll see, right?
Yeah. We'll check it out, dude. I mean, I'm sure it'll keep continuing. So
A division rival. Well, division. The thing is, what sucks about it? Before we get into bets, I know we got to get into bets. What sucks about that whole thing is that, like, we're saying, like, we could use the term division rivals, but both of the teams stink. Like, if it was like a top of the division thing, if it was like Mets Braves and that happened, I'd be
sure.
jacked up for the rest of the season. If it was like even the Yankees have too big of a lead, but even if it was like Yankees Red Sox, still, like, that's entertainment, or
Right.
like White Sox Twins or something like that. Like, I'd be like more jacked up. But like, these are two teams that are gonna be golfing in October, so that kind of doesn't bring the
Right.
mystique to it,
And that's why Suzuki doesn't want to get involved,
That's it. He's like,
That's
I
about his
gotta
golf
get on the golf course, man. He's like,
Yeah.
I'm almost a scratch golfer, Yeah.
Right.
So,
All right, my man. It's the moment everyone's been waiting for on this Monday, 11 o'clock. These are obviously games are starting around 7 o'clock today, so this is a little early, but these are the plays that we like today so far. If you want to watch more or see more of our plays, we'll drop them on our socials, so make sure to follow us. But today, my first bet, I am going with Royals under 4. You get that minus 131 at PointsBet. So we got Martin Perez on the bump versus Chris the Boob Bubik. One of the biggest mismatches of the day. We know what Martin Perez does. We know what Chris Bubik generally does. Remember we didn't fade him last time, and he actually helped us out, which was really nice.
he's not going to have 3 good starts in a row. There's just
That's
no
what
way.
I'm saying. Yeah, exactly. Royals are bottom 6 in the league in OPS this season. 15th in OPS versus left-handed pitchers. So Royals offense, pretty abysmal. Perez, 3.38 ERA this month. He only gave up 3 earned runs in the month of May. I think he had 4 or 5 starts. 3 earned runs in the month of May. Incredible. Rangers top 10 bullpen in ERA. So after Perez is done, throwing a gem, top 10 bullpen ERA is going to come in. Royals ranked 24th in runs scored over the last 15 days. And the Royals have only gone over this number 4 out of the last 10 games. For those reasons, I like Royals under 4 today.
All right. Question.
Uh-huh.
First of all, I love the pick, because I looked at this earlier, so I love the pick. Second question. Especially now that Salvi's out, is there a less intimidating lineup in baseball? Maybe the A's?
Yeah, I think that would be comparable. Yeah, I would say they're right up there.
Like their lineup's not like Whit Merrifield, like, just forgot how to hit.
Yep. 2-hit Wits. He's gone.
He's gone. Bobby Witt, the other Witt.
Right.
He's starting to come around a little bit, I guess. But there's nothing there that gets like, oh, I'm scared to face this guy, or
Right.
there's no intimidation in that lineup. And if you think Bobby Witt's really good, you just pitch around him now.
Right. Because you have that ability to. You can pitch whoever else is behind him.
Right. Like the power options are limited, especially like Perez hit like 40 something home runs last year.
Yeah.
He's gone. Yeah, I like this. I was looking at this. Like, it's a heavy, like I'm going to get into this in a minute and like with one of my picks, but like, it's a heavy Rangers line. Like, again, the Rangers should not be they were like minus 134. Like, they shouldn't be minus 134 against anybody.
Yeah.
So, I like this. I don't think the Royals are going to score. Martin Perez has been very good. Bullpen's good. I like it. I'm with you on this one.
Beautiful.
So, that's going to bring me to my first pick. Twins Guardians over 8. It's a minus 120. This makes me feel really good because I was doing the research on this. I'm just gonna give a little inside tip here. I look at the board first, and then I look at what I like, and then I go do the research, to make sure I still like it. And then if I still like it, I put the bet in. In the time of the research to putting the bet in, this same line moved from -104 to -120. So it makes me
Wow.
feel really good about it.
Okay.
So here's what I'm getting. I get a Twins offense who's third in the MLB against righties in OPS, and they are sixth in the MLB in OPS in that same category in OPS over the last 30 days. Then I get Tristan McKenzie, whose advanced stats will tell you that he's a ticking time bomb. He's got a 4.37 expected ERA, bottom 8% of the league in exit velocity, which means he just gives up piss missiles on a consistent basis. Then on the other side, I get Sonny Gray, who's actually been very good for Minnesota. But the Guardians, 10th best in the MLB against righties. They've seen Gray twice this year. They roughed him up his last time out. I think he gave up 8 hits, 3 earned over like 4-ish innings. I think the value is in the over here at -120. I get 2 good offenses against right-handed pitching. I get 2 pitchers who are kind of smoke and mirrors. Over 8 here, -120.
I like that. I do have a play in this, my third play. I'm going to touch on this, so I will bring that back up at the end.
Perfect.
Okay.
Perfect. What else do we have now? We get 3. I like the 3 plays each thing.
Yeah.
I like that. So
well, it's an appetizer. It's an appetizer, you know?
That's true.
Best part of a meal, obviously, is the appetizer in my eyes. So if we can give you, like 3 to kind of nibble on for the day, or at least think about, and then obviously as games, start getting closer, you start putting more bets in. Some people maybe start drinking, depending on if they got a problem or not. But yeah.
So do people tune in for the bets, or they tune in for 2 Italian guys talking about appetizers? I don't know. I guess we'll see,
I would say half and half.
That's true. It's a good point. We'll see.
Also in that same game, again, I'm also going to take Rangers money line. So 10-4 when Perez is pitching. That is almost 30% of the Rangers wins. Almost 30% of their wins happen when Martin Perez is pitching. 10-4. He's given up 2 home runs this season, 1 at home, 1 on the road. Again, like you said, that Royals offense, not intimidating. There's no power going against a guy who's not giving up home runs at all. And the Rangers are winning when he is pitching. So I will pay that price at -140 for that Rangers money line for those reasons.
Oh man, I think I'm gonna have to just ride with you on this one. I looked at it. I stayed away because the boob has burned me a few times this year. But also another good tip to know: the Rangers are actually 9th in the league against left-handed pitching.
Rangers are 9th in the league against left-handed pitching. Okay, good.
So I mean, that's just another good note. It just goes all into the Rangers' favor here. Like, to me, if the Rangers are at -140, that is a heavy favorite. They were again when I looked. This was probably an hour and a half to 2 hours ago. They were at -134. That has now moved to -140. It depends on the book that you're on, but it's not like that's a pretty large movement, in my opinion, for giving some little education on how that stuff works. So yeah, I love that pick. That's the play. I think fading the Royals is normally a good play as well.
Yeah.
So,
I like it.
A lot of AL for us today. I'm staying in the AL. My next pick, I got Angels first 5 minus the half. That's a +100. This is really a line play for me. So first of all, if you looked at this, the Angels first 5 money line is -140, and the run line is +100. So to me, I don't care about the push. I'm not in this for pushes. If I'm getting +100 for them to still have the lead after 5 innings, it's the same as the money line play. Give me the much better value here. Then this one, like Lucas Giolito, Noah Syndergaard. White Sox are not good against right-handed pitching. They're 28th in the league against righties. Giolito has not been very good of late. And then if you look at the full game money line, the Angels just shouldn't be -138 against anybody.
Right.
And then if we look a little bit deeper into it, Angels are 12th against right-handed pitching. And as I said earlier, the White Sox are 28th. I don't really love the Angels bullpen. So I'll stick to the first 5 here, minus the half with the plus money. This is a heavy Angels to me. Yeah, it's baseball. Things could go wrong, but this is the play here.
Yeah, and I've seen some sharp bettors. Obviously, some guys that we watch on TV are taking Lucas Giolito under 17.5 outs. So the sharps are saying he's not going to last very long, which bodes well for you in looking for the Angels to be up after the first 5 innings. So I do like that play. I think a lot of other people are taking similar sides. Might not be the first 5, but there's, saying the pitching is not going to hold up as far as Giolito is concerned. So
hey, what happened to him? Can we talk about what happened to him? Like what happened?
I mean, sometimes, you have a good season. Like he had a great season, 2 years ago, a year ago, whatever it was. Got to get run support to get wins. I don't know. Just figure your shit out. People stay in your division long enough, they're going to figure you out, right?
True. Also, I know you don't really care if he's good or not because you're a Cubs fan. So who cares about Gio? You hope he just hope he has a 7 ERA. So
yeah, fuck those Southsiders.
That's it. Fuck them.
Fuck them. Also, my last play, I have Twins money line. First 5. For the reasons of it's Twins versus Guardians. Guardians ranked 24th in runs scored. Twins ranked 21st in runs scored. That's over the last 15 days. So not getting too many runs scored over the past 2 weeks. Sonny Gray, 3 earned runs. Last time he faced Minnesota, we talked about that. That was a very high scoring game, by the way. That was June 22nd. So last Wednesday, a 3 ERA for this month and only 2 starts. Guardians strike out the least out of any team in baseball. They don't strike out very often. Then you got Sonny Gray, who does not walk batters. He's close to 5% walking batters. He's also striking batters out at 27%. He also has the lowest expected ERA today. So Sonny Gray, lowest expected ERA, 2.53. That's not always an exact science, but something to take in consideration. Guardians, top 6 bullpen ERA. Twins, top 15. Like I said, this matchup happened on Wednesday. The final score was 11-10.
I'll take that again.
Yeah, right. You want that again when you have that over, obviously that over 8. But the Twins scored 6 runs in the first 5 innings on Wednesday when they faced Tristan McKenzie in that same pitching matchup. So for those reasons, I'll take first 5. I'll say the Twins are going to be up after the first 5 innings.
Yeah, there's nothing. Honestly, nothing wrong with that at all. Also, the Twins, if we wanted to get into it, the Twins have the highest OPS against right-handed pitching in June, I believe, as well.
Okay,
so that'll add to it. I like the Twins lineup is sneaky good. Like people don't really talk about them. They do hit. It's almost like they hit when they want to, but they hit.
Yeah, well, I mean, look who they're playing against too. They're playing against the White Sox and the Tigers,
the Royals. They get those. That division's bad. But yeah, I mean, I like that pick. The minus 136 is that's a heavy Twins first 5. I mean, Gray is the better starting pitcher. I also got to fade my fantasy team a little bit because usually my fantasy guys get lit up. I just got out of the cellar today. I'm in a roto league. I'm in 8th. I was in 10th for 2 months. Just got out of the cellar here.
I'm living down there, by the way.
Yeah, it's absurd. But yeah, and Sonny Gray is starting for me today. But yeah, he's the better starter. I do think Tristan McKenzie has been good. Ticking time bomb though. Go look at his analytical stats. It's blue everywhere.
All of his advanced stats, yeah.
His advanced stats, yeah. Sorry, his advanced stats are just blue. It's not good. And I thought he threw harder than he did. He doesn't throw very hard. I'm sorry. I know his agent. I'm not trying to trash him. This is betting. This is what we got to do here. But yeah, it's just he's not a good matchup against the Twins, in my opinion. So this is my favorite bet of the day coming up right now.
What is it?
Orioles on the money line. Plus 134. Yeah.
That's an underdog.
It's an underdog. It's my favorite bet.
Day.
It's my favorite bet. So here we go. We got Tyler Wells against George Kirby. Kirby has been very good for the Mariners this year. But if you look at Tyler Wells' advanced stats and you look at George Kirby's advanced stats, it is completely different. George Kirby is very blue outside of 2 of those main stats there. He's blue. He gives up a lot of hard hit balls. He's a little bit smoke and mirrors right now. Tyler Wells, on the other hand, is red everywhere. He doesn't give up a lot of hard hit baseballs. He gets a lot of swings and misses. He strikes people out. His expected ERA isn't bad. So this is the first part. I'm getting what I feel is a better starting pitcher. Then I'm going to move it to the bullpens. Orioles, sneaky, fourth best bullpen ERA in the major leagues right now, while the Mariners are 16th. So I get a better starter, I get a better bullpen, and I get a Mariners offense that doesn't have Ty France at the moment because he's injured. The Orioles lineup, a little bit sneaky. This kid Rutschman's starting to hit. They're sneaky. I like the Orioles. The value at plus 134. I'm all over this tonight.
Also, the distraction of maybe what happened yesterday plays a part in this as well. What do you think? That's got to play a part in, right? You got to think about players that are getting suspensions, players that are going to be fined money. Hey, did I get caught? Am I going to be letters coming in your inbox?
Oh yeah, because I'll tell you right now, JP Crawford's getting a letter. He's getting more than a few games because when that thing first started, he came over the top and haymakered somebody. So
right.
So my man is getting getting suspended.
2 overhand rights. Saw that clear as day.
Yeah. So there are going to be guys that are getting some letters with suspensions. That now, if they could appeal. Some might not appeal. Some might just be like, if it's like 2 games, they're like, all right, I'm not going to appeal it. I'll just
but
whatever.
Steve, when you did something and you know you're going to get in trouble, it's almost like that anxiety of oh shit, I got to wait for my mom or I got to go tell my boss. Like it's almost like an anxiety in your stomach. Like I have to confront it. Yeah, I know something's coming, but I'm waiting for it.
Right. Exactly. So I think that would have something. I didn't really even think about that all that much. I just looked at, I told you, I gave you all the stats that I looked at, but that's a very good point. And if you can take a shot on something, plus 134, or as Orioles, they're sneaky this year. They'd be even the other night. I'm doing this because on Friday, I kicked myself on Friday. I saw the starting pitching matchup on Friday, and it was Kopech against, I don't even know who it was, but it was plus 146. The Orioles on the money line. And I was like, I feel like they should, against Kopech, they should be a bigger dog than plus 146. And they came out and they smoked them. So I'm starting to look at these lines as opposed to look at everything as a whole, because Vegas usually is correct about things. And this just feels like one of those spots where I'm like, plus 134. I know the Mariners aren't very good, but I feel like in this spot here, this is just fantastic value.
Well, there always has to be a number that you are willing to bet on any team, right?
Yes.
Regardless, underdogs win every day, especially in baseball. Number one sport where underdogs win at a high percentage or a lot of days. So there has to be a price where you're saying that is value right there. I can't let that go, right?
Right.
And for you today, 134 is that number.
That is correct. I'm very excited. It's my favorite bet of the day.
It is.
That's it. So.
All right, my man. That is 3. We're going to go ahead and recap. We got Royals under 4. We got Rangers money line. We also got Twins money line for the first 5 innings. Steve likes Twins and Guardians over 8. Angels first 5 to be ahead. And then his favorite dog of the day, Orioles money line plus 134. Steve, my man, let's win some bets today. Let's have some fun.
We are chasing the 6-0 day. That's it.
We are
constantly chasing the 6-0 day. So let's go get a 6-0 day.
It'll happen. It's going to happen. We get close.
I know we do. But this is feeling good about these.
We're going to be highly obnoxious when it does hit, though.
Oh yeah, it's going to be terrible. If you get annoyed by stuff we post now, wait till that happens.
Wait till you get a load of the 6-0.
It's going to be fantastic. So.
All right, guys, thanks for watching. We will be back on Wednesday again with more winners. Me and Steve, Sheffield Shuffler. Thanks for watching, guys. Steve, I'll see you Wednesday.
Yes, sir. I'll see you on Wednesday.
All right, guys. Thank you.